Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today we're diving deep into the world of Tesla, specifically looking at its stock price, Tesla, and how the current news is impacting its chart data. Starting with the daily chart, we can see a clear downward trend in Tesla over the last month, and even since the start of August, the price has been steadily declining. Let's see how this trend plays out on the hourly chart to get a closer look at the price action. Looking at the hourly chart, we see a lot more volatility, but it's clear that the downward trend we saw on the daily chart is still holding, with the price consistently dipping lower. Now, let's bring up the 15-minute chart to identify any immediate support or resistance levels. The 15-minute chart is showing some potential support at around $208, but it's also showing resistance at $210, a point the price has struggled to break through. If the price breaks above $210, it could suggest a shift in the short-term trend, but for now, it appears to be struggling to hold above this resistance. However, if the price breaks below the support level at $208, the downward trend might continue. Switching back to the hourly chart, it's worth noting that the price has been bouncing around this $208 to $210 range for the last few hours. This could be a sign of consolidation, where the price is attempting to gather strength before breaking out in either direction. If the price breaks out of this consolidation, it will likely move significantly, either up or down, depending on which way it breaks. Now, let's look back at the daily chart. It's interesting to see how the recent downward trend in Tesla is coinciding with the news around potential volatility in the EV market. The news suggests that investors are becoming increasingly cautious about Tesla's performance, especially considering competition from other EV manufacturers. Another important factor to consider is the news regarding Elon Musk's potential involvement in a political campaign. While his involvement could be seen as a positive by some, others might interpret it as a distraction from Tesla's business. This news could be creating uncertainty among investors and adding to the downward pressure on Tesla. Let's zoom in on the daily chart and focus on the candles from the last week. We can see that Tesla is struggling to regain its footing with a series of lower highs and lower lows. The price is below its 50-day moving average and even its 200-day moving average, which are indicators of long-term trend. This suggests that the long-term outlook for Tesla is bearish, and the recent news doesn't seem to be helping the situation. However, we need to look at the bigger picture. While the recent news might be influencing the short-term trend, the long-term fundamentals of Tesla remain strong. Tesla is a leader in the EV market and has a solid track record. The company's future growth potential is significant, and this could potentially attract investors back to Tesla in the long run. Looking back at the hourly chart, we see that the price is currently trading below the 50-hour moving average, which is a short-term trend indicator. This indicates that the short-term outlook for Tesla is bearish, and we could see further downward movement. However, the price is also nearing the $208 support level. If the price bounces back off the support, it could suggest a short-term reversal. We'll need to watch the 15-minute chart closely to see if the price holds above the support or breaks below it. Finally, let's wrap up. The current market sentiment for Tesla is bearish, primarily influenced by the recent news. The price is showing downward trends across various timeframes, with immediate support and resistance levels around $208 and $210, respectively. However, Tesla's strong fundamentals and future growth potential could attract investors back in the long run. We need to watch the price action closely in the coming days and weeks to see if the price breaks out of its consolidation or continues to trend downward. We'll also be keeping an eye on any news and events that could potentially impact TSLA's price action. Remember, this analysis is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice.